like it. That does not mean that you like anything. When something is stuck in your head, it doesn't mean that you like it.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL
Think about
game, and that
when
was
Christmas time comes around, we gonna be having Christmas songs stuck in our head because they gonna be drilling them in our head.
As their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Oh, dang, I missed.
It's a foot race. 30, past the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Well, welcome to the party.
Busted.
First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Gain of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
One huge explosive play that just
his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It is good. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And here's a look at their leader. Standing 6'4".
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 38.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
No. Oof.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And to give this time to the tailback.
They got Bobby back. Oh, man. Here we go. Let's get started. This starts the run, fellas.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence.
This starts this look out for the rest of the game.
Great job defensively.
Yep, this starts it right here.
Just find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
Please tell me his face mask not holding.
The first down and a late flag here, too.
Thank you.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason.
Oh my goodness!
Big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks.
The wind was
impressive.
kicking 6. Not even.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Some things just don't make
Fielded
any
near the
sense.
back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
There's no point in trying to make them make sense.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
From the 44, Ryan had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So we're changing possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's second and
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Through all the equipment.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a
Yes,
first
get
down.
it, fellas.
First, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
No, baby.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across
First
midfield,
down.
just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fire one.
Noah!
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, it was too long. But he was under pressure when he threw, so it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you throw it to where only your guy can get it and nobody else. Look at that crowd.
Took a pretty good shot.
They animations is like so fake.
Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter break.
Because it's a pass. And on pass plays, once the ball hits the ground, as far as like if it's being thrown to somebody, when the ball hits the ground and nobody catches it when the quarterback throws it, it's considered an incomplete pass. The only way that they would be able to pick it up and actually do something with it is if my receiver caught it and he got hit and fumbled it, meaning that he got possession of the catch, possession of the ball after the catch,
and that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far.
Once he gets possession of the catch and then he gets hit or stripped, fumbled the ball, meaning he lost control of the ball, and then they can pick it up in that situation. Ooh, I pressed the wrong button, but it still almost worked out.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
Well, that rain got these boys slipping.
Field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
My goodness, we can't make a sideline catch to save our life.
So a big call there that brings up 4th.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield.
Running into the kicker, we gonna take it. Another set of downs. Not really. Orlando Scandrick, that's who y'all got? Well, I'm about to try to expose that right. Oh, we kind of close.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Yeah, you did a good job backing it up, Josie Jewell.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jordan Phillips showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, Nicholson, 5 defensive backs, they covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Ooh, no. Man, why ain't you keep running into the end zone?
But not before he gets the first. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again.
Now it's
he comes down the nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
No.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
See, man, that's the crap. I don't even have that in my dang on playbook. Why would that be an audible?
8 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it.
Yeah, they would love to.
Main goal,
I'm sure they
get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
All right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Gain of 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 44, Ryan, and that is incomplete.
That was a pick.
Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's Ryan. Screen play, Johnson.
There you go, cuz.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball
Dang,
game,
bro.
how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
It's now second.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Man, who was that?
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
So I
And
guarantee.
partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 49-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Because I had him.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one.
All they receivers is you.
On 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete.
Hey, keep throwing it to him.
And that brings up 4.
That's the case. We need to keep on leaving that joke.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 15 yards on the play, first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Stuff in that middle.
He will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Lions 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Thomas. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Man, look.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's dropped right at the 40.
Blocks.
Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain of 3.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find Higgins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Make a sideline catch this time.
Tight end fan. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now.
What you gonna do about that, man?
Everything that was discussed.
They've been picking on that all game long.
Just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Flush to his right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ooh, got him.
Jaguar touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now.
That could have been a pick. Very easy.
Just want you to know
The
all he had to do was pick his hand
there
up.
for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
We take what we can get.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The offense pretty good ever since that
we can
one
look
big
at the
play.
Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's complete to Parker, left side.
What is this? Holding
and
on
down right around
hopefully.
the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's right, Timmy. JQ messing up, going 100 miles an hour. Messing up, not.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Ooh! I like the way I cleaned up that guard, though. I gotta look at this, though. I gotta look at this. Cleaned up that guard. Let me see here. Cleaned up this guard right here. Get you. Ooh, we was coming for you. Alright.
And it took the ball off course.
On the throwaway.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Ryan.
What? I seen that coming.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I was worried about the other guy. I wasn't even trying to go.
Expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
The Jaguars take over 1st.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 23-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback.
What did you running all the way over there for?
Just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it, brought back.
It's almost like you're saying, oh, no, I don't want no parts of that dude. He hit hard.
He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Able to force him out of the pocket, right?
I don't think he got 2 feet down.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville.
After review of the play,
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh my goodness, dog.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the Coleman. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively.
Yep, under pressure when I throw.
Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is
I had a bad feeling about that when I seen that.
Away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Chase Claypool.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Can't.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one.
Take the next step.
Bring up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He got first down.
Short throw to Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And the Lions first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Man, dang, bro.
He'll lose yardage
For
back
real?
at the 38. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And
all right,
facing
LJ,
a second
you
and
did
long.
good for me on the other one.
To throw again is Ryan. Now thrown to Parker, complete
So what the
on the
heck is
slant.
that, dog?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15
Dislocated
yards on
shoulder.
the play, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Lions.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette.
Man, come on.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Leonard Fournette.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
There you go, so.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I'm without speech. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
47-yard line. This is really bad.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Forced out to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up.
He's got it sacked back to the 23-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mitchell.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 26-yard line.
To Evans on the slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. First down, Detroit.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Over the middle to Smith.
I knew that was
The
coming.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep down.
There you go, Grant. How fast that offensive lineman was holding.
He'll take it up past the 35.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm going to see if y'all do that again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown.
What the heck is that? Why you broke your route? You were supposed to go across the... Man. All right. Why'd you break your route? You were supposed to keep on going across.
And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league.
That's all
and
me
this
anyway.
felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.